Welcome back to Tom Dave's Live. And today we have Kaye Cash. Kaye, how are you today?
I'm great. Thank you, Tom.
Awesome. Oh, doing great. So, if you could please start off by sharing to our viewers, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I try to work on my accent. However, you will hear I am from the great state of Alabama and
Woohoo.
glad to be back here. Was gone from the state for 21 years. Um, so I guess when someone meets me, it doesn't take them very long. The first thing they're going to know about me is that I am in love with my husband of 41 years, my only boyfriend, real boyfriend. And we dated for 3 years and I married him as soon as I could. So that is me in a nutshell. And we were in the ministry most of those years, still are. And we've been across the nation. East Coast, Midwest, West Coast. Moved back here from Tucson, Arizona in 2005 with 3 small children. So we brought them home to be with family. It was 15 years before our first one came, and we had wanted them for 14 of those 15 years. So all of my kids are just miracles. And so I am very much it's not just words for me, but it's God, family, and then business for me. And so I enjoyed standing beside my husband all those years, pastoring and planting churches. And when we got back to Alabama in 2005, in 2006, everybody had just always said, you ought to get in real estate. You ought to go in real estate. And so I intended to be in real estate to be able to do flips. Got one under my belt before the market crashed. And moved my license. I started with a little boutique company and wonderful company. And then I moved to Keller Williams in 2008 and was very appreciative of the group there. It was just launching. And 5 years after being in real estate and having a successful career, even though the market was crashing, God just blessed me. And I was in love with helping people. It just felt like a continuation. I treat it as a ministry, just the same. That's just who we are. So enjoyed that. And they asked me 5 years into it to consider the team leader role. We were in a small rural area and hard to get people to move there. And so they said, you love us, you go ahead and do it. So I did. And was in that role for about 6 years. Stepped out for a time to start a real estate business again and stepped back into that role. A year later, went to Birmingham and enjoyed that. Just wonderful people. So I guess the big thing was about 18 months ago, really felt like we needed to move back home. When I say home, I'm talking about a little town called Montford, Alabama, where my father is. And he asked us to come back. I am now an empty nester. My daughter was married in November, and 2 other children are both out of the home now. So we were flexible enough that we could fulfill that request when my dad said, I don't need to be alone anymore. Now, he is a great guy. He is in great health and just turned 80 and not real needy. But there was a lot of reasons for us to do that. And I'm telling you, I am loving it. We're out here in the woods, I say, on about like 40 acres out here, and just excited to be able to serve my family. And we have family all around us. We live on family land, and I have family everywhere, and a big family for about 45 people when we're together. So that's a lot of my focus now, is being able to do that and just have a lot of freedom that I need now.
Wow, well, that's awesome. And I just love the fact that you have the correct priorities, that you love God, you love others, and you love to serve others, and you just really enjoy life. You have a full life. So that's awesome. And I know, with you being a leader, a previous Keller Williams team leader, you had a lot of options, a lot of opportunities. And so what inspired you to join eXp Realty?
Well, number one was structure. Again, I mentioned I'm out here in a little remote area, and I needed some flexibility. And this has been an 18-month search. It's not been something I took lightly. And I've been looking at the cloud brokerages, studying everything and studying where I was at, trying to make everything work. Yet I just know at the stage that I'm at, the structure and then the opportunity, and it was amazing for me. So it's the right move for me and my family right now. My husband will be joining me. He has a license. He has another job. He's a land agent. So he will be a support to me. So we'll be a domestic team starting out. And and I will say, I just got a call one day in the middle of all of this agonizing, looking at different companies, and Tom Davies called. And it was a good call, and you put me up with Dawn. Tom and Dawn are a team, or teamed up, and Dawn is an amazing business person as well. And I just feel like I've looked at different organizations within eXp. So when I figured on eXp as the right choice, I've looked at different organizations within that, and your organization is the best fit for me. And really exciting about going into success coaching, getting my certification, already beginning that process, and looking forward to being able to help agents even on a stronger level than I have in the past. So just excited. It feels like a great fit. You guys have not shown any type of pressure. You have been high pressure. You've just been there to answer questions. And I've appreciated that very, very much.
Well, awesome. Well, since the first time I met you, I knew that you had all of the qualities of a very, very successful business leader. I knew that you were just such a courageous leader, and you're an honest communicator, which is special, as well as your commitment to personal excellence. So we're just so honored to have you in our organization. I'm super excited to lock arms and partner and reach further success for you and so many others. So this is great. Now, if anyone wants to reach out, what's the best way to get a hold of you, Kaye?
I think the best is to either call or text. And my phone number is 256-343-5448.
Awesome. Okay, thank you so much. So if any of you have any questions, or if you would like to reach out, please feel free. Reach out to either Kaye or myself. We're here to serve. So thank you very much. See you later, Kaye. Have a good day.
Goodbye.
Thank you.